it's blank.
Yeah, but
No actions.
then it's in downtime actions. This action references then. Yeah. So yeah, scroll down and choose the result.
Like I said, it is actually blank.
No, in downtime actions.
Oh, the wrong one just opened. I
Yes.
understand.
Yeah, you popped up action reference.
Do. Tinker. Nope. Gotta find the right one again. Off-world comms, build camaraderie. Where is it?
At the bottom, completely at the bottom. Yes.
Okay, so with over X, choose one of the following. You're lucky opening shots, you're able to turn fire. It includes quiet down. Just seeing if there's any. Oh, on roll 16 plus, choose one of the results from the previous section and disregard any conditions noting NPC deaths. So yeah. You've been looking in the right direction, candidate. See where it comes from. However. Alright, let's go ahead and get some opening shots in, I think. I think this is basically us successfully ambushing them. The first shells / salvos of gunfire land just beyond you. But you learn the I'm sorry, this is just like bad formatting, so I can't even tell where it begins or ends.
Yeah, sorry. It's
I'm trying to pick one, but then I just like keep reading off the downsides. Like, wait a second, no. We are able to return fire or otherwise engage the enemy, essentially. And the downside of that would have been something critical gets hurt, but because of my leadership, nothing does. So we initiate the attack, and the attack is off on a good start. So now that we're engaged, who follows up?
Cobra or Chauvis?
I'm sorry, I thought he had control of everything here.
No, it's every one of you does something in this battle.
Sorry, then I have to open up the downtime actions handout. Which is surprisingly my browsers are having like a conniption fit, so everything's doing super slow. Wait, do these apply? Are we like in the middle of a about to be battle?
Yeah, you're
Yes, this
just
is us
attacking
assaulting.
this town.
So why are we performing downtime actions?
No, it's not really
It's a
a
minor
downtime
attack
action,
skill check.
but it's in the book. It's in the section of downtime actions because
Yeah, near the bottom. I just found
structurally,
it. So we're just rolling on minor attack then.
Correct.
yes.
And I guess you just need a skill to flavor it.
Yes.
What do I got? And what do we have here? I mean, we got a bunch of scouts and, what are they, Marines? Rangers. Oh. So we got all their equipment with us. Alright, now I'll just perform a minor attack using my, show-off skill. I mean, to be fair, these people are Rangers, right? But I am a seasoned veteran, so much so that I was made a propaganda piece by the Union, so I should have skills that I should be able to show off. And I roll my second 12.
Then choose something.
I can't figure out where... Okay. Wait. This formatting, man.
I know.
I can find where on a roll of 9 or lower, but where does 10
Okay.
and above? Okay, wait. I'm 10 to
Ah,
15. I see it.
I just found out the major attack is different than the minor attack. Damn it. I
Yeah,
placed
it says
in-
that at the top. Oh, I'm never going to be able to read this. I assumed that when it said on the minor attack one that a major one was different, I figured it meant like a major one is an actual combat and not a downtime action.
Yeah, it's
All right, so if we're choosing a different thing and we're advancing like a battle track,
yeah.
All right, I'll have to refigure out what mine gets me to.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean-
I can't switch over since I've already seen that I rolled a 12. Let's see here.
Let's try it if it's better as a handout. Sorry. Okay, I made a new handout major attack. And it's
Yeah, that's a little better. Stretch out.
I mean, some of these make no sense. Like, pick one of these three. One of these three is bad and does nothing to help you. Right? Like, on 10 through 15, you catch a minor blow that leaves you shaken but unhurt with no critical systems damage. Lose 1 repair until your next rest. Doesn't help me at all. The other ones at least say, hey, I can point out the guy that shot me, or, you know, a thing like that. This one, not good. Not good at all.
uh,
It has no bonus to it.
where's
On minor attack.
okay?
Like I said, I already rolled, so I can already see what my options are on that one. So it's not fair to say, okay, I'm going to change it over to major. I'm just saying that on these three options that you have, you're lucky, it misses you, and you can return fire. Or it misses you, and you can see where it came from and can direct others to attack your attackers. Or you get hit, it doesn't hurt you, but you lose 1 repair until your next rest. No benefit.
Okay.
It's like, why?
Theta, I fucked up. I asked you to go over to major attack and choose one of those with your roll of 12.
Now I gotta reopen this thing again.
Yeah. At least for mine, mine's simple because there's only one choice. It was a wild success with minimal casualties, +2 to the battle track, and I'll have one of your allies gains a +1 to their next major attack roll. And I'll go ahead and just make that Cobra for now.
Wait, you said you added it to the sheet, right?
As a handout.
Oh, you made it its own handout?
Yes.
God damn it. Because I just opened up the other one.
Yeah.
I scrolled to the bottom, it says, this is still minor.
Yes, sorry. It's
Yeah, I'll just take advantage 3. That way none of our own people get hurt. We get +1 to the battle track. That's it.
Okay, and that leaves Cobra then.
All right, I'm still rolling on the minor battle, or have we switched over to major?
major.
Okay. Well, because I have a sniper type mech with that anti-material rifle. I'm gonna have Cobra act unseen and unheard to try to hit the enemy before they see him. So let's do.
You're the ambush flank.
Hmm.
Oh, amazing. So, like mine, you have a rousing success, +2 to the battle track, and +1 to the next roll of ally you designate.
All right, I'll give that to Showbiz. Seems to need it because he keeps rolling 12s.
Then
Oh, you also have an accuracy die in there somewhere.
Oh, I did
Or
have
is the
accuracy.
+1 supposed to be accuracy?
huh? Yeah, I said because of your scouting, you get an accuracy on the first roll.
Oh, I
okay.
just had mine checked accidentally, but I'm glad to know I didn't not need it.
I forgot to add mine in, but that's okay because I was exceptional.
I just
anyway.
rolled and I still got the same result, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, so we're +5 on the battle track. I wonder where that really leaves us.
Yeah,
How this looks.
Uh, it's okay. Battles are confusing.
They
Also,
sure
they are supposed to be simplified. Uh, 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 it's okay. The Murph and a witness inform you gently via witness that friendly fire support is involved in your position, and yeah, it greatly helps you on your next roll. So yeah, you get another accuracy. So roll next round. You had a really
Okay.
good first one, and
I suppose I'll go first again. I'll go ahead and continue leading and inspiring. And you said there's just a +1 accuracy to everyone now?
yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and add in an accuracy. 1. And lead and inspire. I have another 20, another phenomenal success as I continue to lead people according to my master plan. With minimal casualties, we are pushing in against the outpost. That is another +2 to the battle track, and I'm going to give another advantage over to Showbiz. So Showbiz is now at 3 total, I think, for this roll.
You can only have 2 max.
Okay, I'll toss it over to Cobra then.
Well,
You'll
I
have 2
mean,
max, and Cobra will have 2 max.
yeah, I was right. Never mind. I would be at 2 at this point.
Yep. So we are now at +7 on the track.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? Okay. Oh wait.
Yeah, take control of the situation, or a squad, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, doesn't matter. I can't give anyone another advantage because everyone's already at max now.
Well, I mean, you could toss it back at me, and I'll have 2.
Oh yeah, for next round, yeah.
Why is 2 advantage max? Did I miss something?
As far as I know, that's what the rules say, but
No, 4 is max.
I thought 2 was. I don't know, whatever. If you got the rules open, you got the rules open. My information.
Honestly, we don't need more than 2 anyway. We may as well distribute the love here.
Yeah. Okay. Cobra.
All right, so I got 3 advantage with the one that everybody gets. Yes.
how do you come to 3?
Oh, okay, just 2. Never mind. If
Yes.
I was wrong, I was wrong.
No, well, you may be right, Mom. Sometimes I'm confused.
We
But
all
I
have
count
one
to-
right now. I gave you one because I didn't give it to Showbiz, so you would be at 2.
Well, now that I'm in position and doing good, I'm going to roll to stay cool. And I'll give that +1 to my dear leader.
Okay, so I go up to 3 now.
So, okay. Yeah, you manage this victory very decisively and quickly, and you also, by your quick and big surprise attack, managed that nobody really flees of them or manages to flee. So, yeah, you've likely got at least some time until Laguna notices what just happened.
Yep. Now that we've taken over, have our prisoners, and they won't be sending any sort of signals, it's time to do some basic interrogation and get some information. Ask some questions like, hey, how many of you are here? How long have you been here? Things such as that.
Oh, in the beginning, they give you the standard union social treatment and just state their name and number. And because, yeah, it's like you, that's how you treat prisoners of war here, right?
Right, I'm not doing anything untowards to them here.
Yeah.
I'm taking their name, number, and like I said, I'm doing the questions. And in fact, well, I can't exactly, but you know, someone who does have union training specifically and could maybe try to do that on them, Showbiz.
What did you want to ask them?
We want some information on how many of them are here, how long they've been here in Laguna, and things such as that nature.
Sure. I'll try to charm the pants off of them.
But
Specifically mentioning that, hey, your union,
Yes, I
the
am.
union is back.
And I specifically, as previously stated, always wear my union military uniform. Full with,
But-
Sorry, go ahead.
they don't really accept you as union because your uniform is all wrong, and that must be some fake.
But then I'm gonna pull out the whole propaganda piece made by the union
Yeah, that's
and have them watch it.
fake news. Fake news.
It's
But,
not fake news. Look at the production value. Who would spend that much money on fake news? Are you saying that these medals are fake?
Yes.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I mean, he did charm him with an 18. He is at least a little impressive, right?
Yeah, but then I'm gonna prove that I'm
Yes.
union by punching him in the fucking face.
Okay.
Take control is what I'm gonna do.
No mistreatment of prisoners over there.
It's they've been here for a few months and they are preparing a beachhead for advancing further inland. Yeah, because they are so low ranking, they don't really get much specifics against somebody who doesn't accept the holiness of St. Tellus and the Second Union. And yeah, clearly in your video it says something about third whatever.
Wait. Why are you? You mean the second? Oh shit! Now I can't think of the name. The third
committee?
company? Committee. I knew it was a word like that. Yeah, the second committee. They were corrupt. What are you talking about?
No, I have fake news. They were not.
I'm talking in
corrupt.
character.
It's the one. Yeah. And he responds, no, they were not corrupt. They will come back to integrate us into union.
Well, no, they can't because the union's run by the third committee. The second committee was hoisted on its own petard. I mean, there are some members of the second committee that are still active and acting out there, but they're against the whole of the union. If you were a true union officer, then you would accept that your commanders have told you and fulfill your duty to defend the union as it is, not the union that was.
Now, my duty is to the second committee as prophesied by Holy Saint Tellus.
No, if you were a real union officer, you would be responding to the union that is. What you're saying is treason. It is
What you're
you
saying
that
is
is not the
treason.
union.
No.
You understand this is going to diminish your entire legacy, right? You, your ancestors, and your family to come will be tarnished by this. I can't speak for St. Tellus, but this seems like a sin. Your military honor has been tarnished.
St. Tellus is very specific that it's the second committee in the second union that will save us.
Well, I am afraid to tell you that they are never going to come back. If anything, it would be a fourth committee if you don't like the third committee, because the second committee is in the past, and as time moves on, they will slowly die off. Well, I guess except for the robot parts.
You will not tempt my faith.
It's not faith. It's loyalty. It's honor.
It's a loyalty to my faith in Saint Tellus and his holy breach.
If you need faith, talk to your chaplain. When you need to serve your duty to the Union, you talk to an officer, and you're talking to one right now.
Like you admitted yourself, you are in rebellion against the second committee, and
There
thus
is
you are
no
not an
rebellion
officer.
against the second committee. The second committee is gone.
No, you admitted they are still out there and acting.
I said that there were people from the second committee that were still out there. Look, there's always going to be a refugee in a war. Just because they're still out there does not mean that they have the power to save you. You could be serving the right side, which is the third committee, which is the Union. Don't fall on the wrong side of history just because your chaplain said so. Your chaplain is not your commanding officer.
Q prisoner going, well, actually.
Actually, nothing. A chaplain is not a commanding officer. You go to your chaplain when you need aid, and your chaplain will then talk to your commanding officer to try and rectify the situation.
I'm trying to figure out how many forces there are at Laguna. I don't know, honestly. But way more than at this town of how it was.
Sorry, I didn't understand that last sentence.
I tried to find in the book how many forces are in Laguna, but I didn't find a concrete number. It's way more forces than here in town 03 or 03. That's the name. So,
Just one force in
Camp.
Laguna. It's
Right.
a monster.
Is there a relative assessment you could give us? Like, compared to, like, the
Uh,
forces we brought?
it's
Way too many, not enough.
Oh shit. 0.
Yo.
I'm saying this out of character for a moment because I don't know how I would bring this to your attention in character. Didn't you, over the course of many downtime sessions, have a bonus to dealing with the history of this place?
I remember doing research on it once and getting the history lesson, but I'm not sure about a bonus.
Yeah, like a die, like an extra skill die for it or something?
Diljan, that check out at all? Should I give him some
no.
history lessons?
It was specifically Rafferty who trained us here.
Well,
Ah,
no, Rafferty
okay.
never got to this planet. Rafferty was a planet ago.
No, he was
No,
on this
he was
planet
here for a little while.
very shortly. Like
No.
months
Anyway, damn it. Because that would give us help in figuring out who the fuck St. Tellus is.
Nope, we're all just dummies.
ago.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
is there a
Stupid
chance
group.
to
This is
roll?
what you live with.
How obvious shall I be with my hints?
I mean, I don't know.
You remember the scouting mission you did to the other continent?
Right?
Yes, okay. And you were in a city that was occupied by St. Tellus, and you took some press coverage with you, but you never really digged into this, and you also really never investigated what you could find out about this whole St. Tellus guy. Back
Well,
then
I
was
mean, I remember
about
that
it.
they weren't allowed to vote. And that there was a subsect of people that were allowed to vote.
Yeah, and
Oh, they're Starship Troopers. I get it.
now it's a little bit more complicated.
What is it?
But-
Service allows something. Citizenship. Service allows citizenship, so only their soldiers are allowed to vote.
No,
Service guarantees citizenship. Would you like to know more?
I mean the
Enlist
hint
today.
maybe the hint
I'm
maybe
doing my
was
part.
in the occupied part. Occupied people get rarely to vote. But also St. Tellus is a church government type, and
A theocracy
St.
is what you're saying.
Yes,
A militant theocracy.
yes, and the St. Tellus founded the city of St. Tellus, and he also governs it right now. But in the fine print you get, it's probably not the same St. Tellus, but
Of course, it's like some rogue NHP
reincarnation.
again.
Yeah, it's a rogue NHP.
Yeah, because I haven't played 2 to 3 different characters that have the same kind of backstory as this planet. This is what happens when you let your political officer get off the chain.
And yeah, and this St. Tellus preaches that the second committee will come back, and they await its arrival.
That's not even... That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it doesn't make any sense from, one, the logical standpoint that the second committee is gone, but also that the second committee wasn't a religious thing. That's like saying, oh, George Bush Sr. will be back. It's like, what?
It's been 500 years. The cult of George Bush continues on.
I mean, he just mean that he was never a religious figure, right? It's like you're convoluting Jesus and this military with a different thing. It's like, what?
Yeah.
All praise be to Pizza Hut. It's like, what? My brain just exploded.
Yeah, it's like that. A little bit. It's,
Alright, so the only thing Zero would like you to try to get out of them would be their overall objective right now, which I take is probably taking over this whole continent regardless of who's here.
Oh, I found it! 10,000 troops in Laguna.
Man, have they ever gotten into contact with Evergreen before?
No.
These people in St. Tellus have never encountered the people from Evergreen.
Evergreen is pretty new. The Egregorians said that they had contact with the other continent some time ago and did a small amount of trade.
No, I know that Evergreen is fairly new. That's why I'm bringing it up, because it's basically like new information, right? If they had ever traded with Evergreen, encountered Evergreen, they would see that they have like brand new tech and all this other shit. And it's like,
Yep,
time has
they're their
passed.
first encounter.
Time has passed. Here's the proof.
Yeah, it's a...
Well, I wish that you hadn't used the orbital tungsten rods. Or rather, that we
beachhead
hadn't.
is the appropriate description of what's going on here, then. 10,000 versus our 1,000 scouts, not great odds.
Well, yeah, but it's 10,000 people that are like 200 years to 500 years in the past on their technology.
Yeah, but to be fair, most of your Rangers are also 200 years in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we can upgrade them over time. These guys are stuck with the technology they have.
But, oh yeah, give me a second.
We should have used the volcanoes. I'm sorry, the craters as like, oh, God is angry. These backwards hicks.
But we did learn quite a lot of information today, I think.
Well, I mean, technically, this is information we already knew and had to be reminded of.
Well,
Oh no,
I mean,
some is new.
Yeah, the 10,000 at Laguna, it's actively under control, and they're going to try moving in with it as a beachhead. Yeah, that's a lot of very pertinent information right now. Also, the fact that they have Egregorians in their mix is very interesting. At least they aren't robotically omnicidal like Beggar 1 kind of was. So, I mean, that's something, right?
Well, I mean, except that Beggar 1 may have been working for St. Tellus, seeing as, you know, he was
Right,
part of
I
this.
get that impression.
Yeah, he was part of the second committee, and apparently he was part of some control system from a bunker, safety bunker that was running on autopilot all this time. So if St. Tellus is just another one of those, then we've got a real Fallout 3, Fallout 4 situation going on here. Where the former president of the United States happens to be a supercomputer. I guess
So we
that's
gotta
Fallout
find our
1 and
son
Fallout
who's
4.
older than us now, you're saying.
No, that's wait, that's Fallout 5,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is for.
Is it 4 or is it 5?
Okay. While you're standing around, you get a new OmniNet message.
Oh boy.
With that, I go to a short bio break and you can discuss.
Saw that out of the corner of my eye and I thought it said something about Grandpa.
Commander Dyatlov of the
Grandpa
UNS
Monty.
Monte Grappa. Send confirm and mark your coordinates. Patrol UTC CLIs in system and ready to assist. So this is the point where if we have their codes, we could definitely try to fool them and get out of here with 0 consequences.
Sure. Do you have those codes?
No.
Good call.
This is where we try to convince them to do it for us, and hopefully get out of here. All plans of the Solar Federation.
When in doubt, rush.
Are you? Wait, are you actually sending that message out to them?
Of course not. That means nothing to me in character.
I was about to say, like, I'm gonna be a little confused.
I mean, if I was going to do something in character, it would be something along the lines of the third committee, you know. Not that, I wouldn't. Although I would try to usurp control based on military rank. Because obviously, being a figurehead propaganda piece, I would be promoted very quickly up the hierarchy.
Right, right.
Which means that I might outrank a good portion of people here on the planet, unless they're the kind of people who hold grandiose titles. Like, you know,
They 100% probably do.
I'm a general.
General priest of Saint Helios.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, normal people would be like general, but I'm supreme general of the Allied marches. Like, fuck.
I am Super Pope.
Oh, fuck you. You guys are back to spouting nonsense again.
Alright, new title, Super Kami Guru.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking of. Wait, what's he calling himself now? Kami? Well, I'm
Alright,
Super Kami.
So, Jill-Jen, I am going to try to order Showbiz to see if he can get the correct response codes from the commander so that we can get out of here with 0 consequences.
I'm totally not gonna Han Solo this and shoot the control panel. Oh, we're all good
Unless
down
I
here.
say, roll, get a hold of this, or take control of the situation.
Okay, I'm not exactly. What do you mean getting out of here? With zero
Well, the plan
consequence?
is if we get away with this properly, then we have a bunch of prisoners, and my suggestion is probably going to be to retreat.
Well, you know, first thing we should probably do is actually, you know what? I'm just gonna confirm and send our coordinates.
Right.
I'm responding to the message with confirm and coordinates.
These are actual Union codes. Those check out. And after a short time, once you confirmed, you are informed that the anti-air coverage is too thick in that area, and the ship is already laser pointed by targeting lasers. So they can't really land there, and they will make their downfall at home.
Oh, they've mastered laser pointer technology. Our planes will be crashing in no time.
And the cats with the nuts.
No, they don't bring the plane down with laser pointers. It's just aiming assistance.
Our pilots will be blinded.
Oh, wait.
Anyways, I confirmed and sent coordinates because that the patrol that we just took out would need to respond, and we are responding in lieu of their patrol.
What? No, this ship is real Union. Third Committee Union.
Oh, I understand now.
Oh, so you're saying we're about to hear somebody die over the radio. Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I thought this was like Laguna checking in on us for a second.
No, sorry.
Okay, so this is real Union ship is suddenly in orbit.
Okay, well,
that is open communication.
That beholds a different question. Where the hell is Tower Gold?
Probably the Evergreen shuttle pad, honestly.
No. As far as I understand, this is the clearance code.
Tower Gold is a clearance code? Code?
Yeah.
So he's repeating a clearance code before he says a message.
Right, so we're sending them clearance and saying, like, hey, we're here then. Yeah. Okay, I understand what's happening now. Yay.
Yeah.
And so anti-air coverage is too high.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about correct. It is possible to land a shuttle around Evergreen, however. I believe that's still safe.
Sorry, just one more interruption. What do you think the N stands for in UNS?
UNS?
UNS. It's clearly Union N ship. What's the N stand for? Union Navy
Union
ship. Sorry,
Navy
got it.
Okay, they will make their landfall around home because home is now the center of everything, and home is also safe.
Excellent.
What about the CL? What do you think the CL stands for? UTC-CL-05. It's obviously Union Time Code CL.
No.
CL is probably a size class, and 04 is
Yeah.
probably a type.
Size class.
Ship class.
You mean a cruiser? maybe it's a clipper.
We have a space tugboat arriving.
No, it's class 05. It's a. Oh damn! Do I get
Yes, with
information?
gravity, everything's a tugboat in space.
Oh no, CL stands for Corvard Line.
Oh, cool.
Stands for what?
Cobalt line.
Corvard.
Corvette.
Corvette line. Okay,
No,
so
no,
Union
no,
Trade.
Here,
Core word. Okay, that is an incredibly weird choice of theirs. I don't blame you at all for anything. we went over like several other possibilities, made a whole lot more sense.
Wait, are we on the Corward side of the galaxy map?
I guess so.
Okay, so we're just on the inside. That's fine.
Well, I mean, that just means that we should be in more direct command with our, the whole chain of command, versus if we were on the rim, where, you have, like, no command and no outreach for long periods of time. This planet is in a weird position, then.
Yeah, because it was quarantined for a long time, and how close you are to the next jump gate is more important for a line of communication than how close you are to the core.
Right. Okay.
Blink gate.
Well, no, it says that they described the outer rim as the more fringe territories. So that's why I'm saying that Corward actually means something, whereas the outer rim, it's like the Spari planets and everything like that are all considered outer rim. That's why it's all still being discovered, what we've lost out there.
Okay, but maybe Corvard Line 05 is kind of outwards already.
Okay. So this is fantastic news, honestly, and means that when we get back, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun talking to them.
That's not fantastic news. We just heard that they're ready to shoot them down.
Alright, but we have an actual spaceship with space weapons.
Except that they're ready to shoot them down.
And they've actually come, and it's not just us fighting on a rim planet for ages and ages with no assistance.
Alright, but when we see the giant fireball flying through the sky and crash somewhere, I hope you keep up that upbeat attitude.
Basically, it's two ships, the UNS Monte Grappa and the UNS Piave, and a pair of low tonnage frigates. Yeah.
But the other one didn't hail? The other one didn't hail or identify itself?
Right, the lead one hailed us, basically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I just mean by that, we wouldn't know that there's a second one.
There are no other spacefaring technological abilities on this planet. They're safe to just stick in orbit as long as they want.
Last time when they announced they will come in spring, they said there will be two ships. But yeah.
But then only one hailed. Those sons of bitches, they didn't. You know the military.
I needed a formal greeting, damn it. But yeah, so this is great.
Well, I guess it's more that he didn't identify himself as part of a formation. He identified himself as a single ship.
Right. At any rate, we're still in our scenario out here, about a week away from even being able to see them in person. In Captain Dyatlov, we'll have to wait a little bit. We have a village here, but not necessarily enough support to hold on to it forever. What do we do about it?
I mean, if you stick around, you're pretty sure you will get bombed by sea.
Right. Bombed or overtaken or anything. There's 10,000 troops out there. They could just send 2,000 and we're done for.
We could sabotage it.
Right. Well, I think more to the key point is we have a bunch of prisoners of war, which I feel we should just go ahead and take with us and sweep off the field as we go home.
You want to take the prisoners home to the place where people are starving and dying of disease and don't have the home.
They are prisoners of war and should be treated as such. That's ultimately what I'm going to say about that. My concern is, what do we do about all the civilians here? Because this
No,
place
no,
is still
no.
here supplying
civilian.
Laguna.
No civilians.
You heard him. We gotta kill them all.
Oh, there aren't any civilians here? I thought this was kind of like a part village. Okay, so it was just
No.
pure outpost then.
Yeah, I never mentioned any civilians.
But
You
again,
mentioned-
No, I just had the wrong impression.
So circle back though. It might be more cruel to take these guys back to a place where they're going to starve to death and die of disease in the cold.
Well, it's not cold anymore, and it is spring.
It's a
And,
cold
I mean,
spring.
we do have Nutribars.
You have Nutribars. Everybody else is starving.
Good Nutribars.
I haven't
Yeah, I
eaten
mean-
in 3 days.
This cold spring is basically sparry summer, so.
Yeah, which means to say, like Alaska or Greenland.
Right. But they're still important, and we're going to take them with us.
Okay, just so you know, if you're way outnumbered, but if you attack now on Laguna, you would still have the element of surprise. But if you walk back and so, then of course any element of surprise is gone.
Right. The element of surprise versus 1 to 10 odds isn't super great, though.
Not to harp,
I'm-
but one last time. Bringing these people back is also going to stretch the food supplies even thinner for the people that are already there.
Teal-chan, how many prisoners are there? Like, under 100?
Roll a d4, so many 100.
Oh, I thought there was like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so,
you-
I mean, that's...
400
So
people?
400 prisoners.
It's not
mean-
insignificant.
400 compared to, like, 1,000,000. It'll be fine.
Compared to like 2 million.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Says the person hoarding food, even though people around him are starving. I just can't wait for Lord of the Flies to happen.
So Jiro gets me Biggie.
I rule the island. But let's see. Is there anything that we think we can accomplish 10 to 1 odds with surprise right now against Laguna?
Oh. No, but I just found a note that Commander Dyatlov wants to make a diplomatic contact with those forces at Laguna.
Right, so maybe best to not initiate the assault right now given the circumstances.
I like the interpretation that our GM is like an old style news announcer where people are handing him notes from off screen. I just got a note here that Commander Dyatlov wants to make diplomatic overtures towards Laguna.
Attention, I've just received a note. The Russians have moved a nuclear missile off to the border of Turkey.
Yeah, it's
But yeah. So, if he wants to try to reach out diplomatically, we have prisoners. We've completed our scouting mission. Now's the time to just retreat, I think. Pressing our luck would be bad and also put a bad taste in everyone's mouth afterwards.
but I'd like to postpone this decision to next session. I read all this stuff, but I just realized that reading it once isn't kind of enough. So, I forgot
Oh,
that.
I
forgot
understand the
that.
feel.
Because I read it all some time back. So I'd like to read it all again to the next session,
Mhm.
and then I fill you in with any information you should have by now, but I totally forgot, or
Okay.
you totally forgot, and then you can make an
Yeah,
informed
make a
decision.
fully informed decision.
Yeah.
It still definitely feels like just retreating at this point would be best, but if there's some really good information on Laguna that we don't know right now, maybe we can do something really cool.
Yeah, maybe you just don't retreat fully, but just a day or something and
Yeah,
wait
set up
or
a camp
some-
somewhere else and let them do their
Yes.
thing.
something, but fully informed. I excuse myself. I overestimated my own memory. So, and
It's okay. I understand the feeling. Anytime I run a module, I just like literally have the book out. I'm like, all right, where's my notes on this? I studied for this test, I swear.
it's worse than any test.
It's worse than
true.
it has because it's live.
Yeah.
All right. So that was fun. We actually accomplished a reasonable bit. I'm pretty happy today.
Yeah.
All right, and then I got a few hours to prepare for Urban Jungle tonight. Oh yeah.
Okay. Any more feedback? Then that's that, I guess.
Yep, looks like
Thank
it.
you.
Yep.
It was fun. And
Yep. Thanks again for running.
yeah, see you on Wednesday.
All right.
See you
See you
then.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Goodbye.